I hope everyone's doing well this December. I'm back, having been knocked out of commission for a couple of days by a truly awful headache. I wanted to share some commentary I'd found a few days ago on the official Terraria Discord that provides some insights into the ongoing and much awaited Journey's End patch for consoles. None of this was posted on the Terraria Twitter or on the official forums, so not everyone will have seen it. Gene wrote, "So, is console 1.4 going gold?" Loki answered with, "Alpha by end of year, which just means feature complete. A big internal milestone that still leaves testing and polish to do into the beta stage before gold, if you want to use standard terminology. As for how long that takes, depends on what bugs are found, etc. Can never predict how long that part will take, sometimes faster, sometimes slower. And I really want DR to take a hard look at optimizations, try to get Switch running better in general, on top of getting 1.4 out." That sounds like quite a challenge. They're going to be squeezing every last drop of performance out of the Switch from the sounds of it, so they're setting a high bar. Deku Sage wrote, "So, would we get the bug fixes for the current bugs with 1.4, or in a small update beforehand?" And Loki once again was there to answer, 1.4 will invalidate all current bug reports, and probably create a whole new group of them, because that is software. All in all, I think it will be cleaner than now, plus all the new stuff, and if they can get it running better, all the more. I guess he meant so much the better, something like that. Anyway, he did share some media with us too, like this screenshot, which obviously shows 1.4 in action. It was rather nice of him, don't you think? A little service to those Discord users who are in there peppering him with questions. And Loki wrote, "Just some dumb, simple screens to prove it is alive. Lol." He also shared this screenshot. So screenshot number 2. Loki did also write, "I much prefer the world and inventory swap to build mode." And he shared this screenshot as well. So just 3 screens, but hey, it's proof of the game working on consoles, and the more the merrier, right? I also like the interface design of the consoles. It just looks clean and tidy. It's kind of an overlooked aspect of some games, I think, but the interface that they've had to adapt for each system, it consistently looks pretty good, to my eyes anyway. Anyway, moving along, Xmas Souls-like wrote, "If it runs smoothly, I'm sold." Loki's answer to that was, "Well, I mean, the Switch has shortcomings on hardware, so I'm sure there will be a breaking point, but I would love to see it better than now." So would we all. Jacket221 wrote, "Exactly, just don't like the idea of new bugs." Loki's comment to that was, "Every piece of software ever equals bugs. My point is just that all the bugs that exist now will not be valid anymore." Now that's an issue I'm sure console users are willing to live with if it means getting the 1.4 content to their consoles. Deku Sage was back with, "When we first got split screen," meaning for the Switch, "the game ran incredibly smooth for me, however now it lags a bit. Stuff." Loki's answer to that was, if they can make it run better overall, then that will apply to split screen too, because all split screen is doing is running 2 times the game at once. It's pretty demanding, really, isn't it? That guy wrote, "I want to know why the removed weapons that were going to be in this game got removed. Considering Breaker Blade, Keybrand, and Portal Gun from Portal are all references. Keybrand is a reference to Kingdom Hearts." Loki's response to that was, "Things that were removed because they needed to be for one reason or another. Bad fit with game for external design things or potential legal concerns. We have a lot of permissions to use a lot of things like the Portal and Team Fortress stuff you mentioned." Gene was back with, "Will we be getting cross-platform anytime soon?" Loki responded to that with, "Can't make any promises either way. Goal right now is to get console 1.4 done and then tackle 1.41 for everyone that doesn't have it. Once we get there, then it becomes a what is possible now question. Big Boy Chesthead wrote, then what's the difference between alpha and beta? Loki responded with some details. He wrote, alpha equals feature complete but not optimized or fully tested and bug cleaned. Beta is mostly optimized, final waves of testing to suss out any remaining issues, then it goes live or gold. We've never released any public pre-launch builds on consoles, nor would we be allowed to. First parties only allow that for paid DLC or new games, for your information. Trust me, I asked back in the days. Ironically, because we are doing it for free, we cannot take advantage of those systems. Next, a question that was answered by not Loki, but RoboArms of DR Studios, which is of course the studio actually doing the updates for consoles. KU the Last Alonino wrote, RoboArms, is mobile TMod a thing yet? RoboArms wrote, no TMod, sorry, it's very difficult and we are very busy with console now. Now, TMod Loader is still on version 1.3 even for PC users, so it's a bit of a work in progress no matter which way you slice it, let alone mobile. So that's for the future, I guess, at this point for all of us. DuneX22 wrote, are you affiliated with NRLP Line, talking to Line 4's, like you talk with him? Line 4's answered, not in the slightest, never spoken with him once. Now that is, of course, true. I'm just a hobbyist. I do this for fun. I don't talk to the Relogic folks, the DR Studios people, or anything like that, unless there happens to be some Twitter post or something like that that gets a comment here and there. Spider8 wrote, lol, he featured me in an episode where my name was Daddy NRLP. Well, I couldn't ignore that, could I? Anyway, assuming Relogic and DR Studios aren't spending all day playing Cyberpunk, we ought to at least get a state of the game update in a week or two, and that should give us a clear roadmap going ahead for the work still left undone for the console editions of Terraria. But until then, stay healthy everyone, hope you're all doing well, and take care. I'll see you in the next video.